Today we'll be solving a system of equations with three variables. We'll be using the variables x, y, and z. We're going to practice solving a three-variable system with your shoulder partner using the identical steps. Be sure to compare your work at each step in the process. So just watch as I show you an example similar to the one you'll be working on. We're going to solve the system using the substitution method. Here we have the three equations for our system. So if I'm going to substitute, I want to isolate a variable. And as I look through each equation, I notice in equation number 2, the x has a coefficient of 1. So that x, I'm going to solve for x and isolate that. So we'll solve equation number 2 for the variable x. So once I isolate x, I get x is equal to negative 3y minus 2z plus 41. Now that I've isolated x and solved for x, I can then plug this value of x back into equation number 1. So here I'm plugging the value I have for x into equation 1. And once I do that, I will end up with an equation with two variables because I've substituted for x, so I'll have a y and a z. I'll do the same thing for equation number 3. I'll take this value for x and plug it into equation number 3. And I'll solve. And again, since I've substituted for x, I'll end up with a new two-variable equation with y and z. Now, once I have my two new variable equations, I have two equations and two variables, I'm going to solve by combination, or what we call elimination. So the 2y and the minus 2y are eliminated, and I solve for z, and z is equal to negative 6. Z is equal to 6. So now that I know z is equal to 6, I'll take that value of 6 and plug it back into the equation here and solve for y. So now I've solved for y and z. I need to solve for x. So I'm going to go back to the original system, and I'm choosing equation number 2, and I'm going to solve for x by substituting my values for y and z. So at the end, my answer is x is equal to 8, y is equal to 7, and z is equal to 6. And the way we write it as an ordered triple, we're going to write it alphabetically, x, y, and z. So my answer or solution would be 8, 7, 6. And that's how you solve a system of equations with three variables.